Hi, I'm WDHA's Terry Carr, and you are inside DHA's Box of Rock. It's our weekly online feature where we get you up close and personal with your favorite rockers. This week, we caught up with former Live frontman Ed Kowalczyk for a 5 and 5 Inside the Box. Let's roll the videotape. Hey, we are inside the Box of Rock with the one and only Ed Kowalczyk. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So he's agreed to do a 5 and 5 with us. 5 questions in under 5 minutes. You ready?
Love it.
Let's roll the clock. All right. Music has always been so bold and powerful and amazing and heartfelt. I want to know what young baby Ed Kowalczyk was listening to in Pennsylvania growing up.
Oh boy, my first official concert that I didn't really choose to go, so I can't really say, but it was nonetheless my first concert was Sonny and Cher.
That is fantastic, though. You think about it, the theatrics, the great music. It's great pop music.
I think it had some kind of subliminal influence on at least a few of my dance moves as well.
Ha ha ha. All right, question number 2. I want to know one thing that people don't know about you that you do in your downtime.
I am a fledgling amateur barista. I obsess over espresso.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm damn good.
So the cool thing is, if you know that the music thing, one day you're just fried on it totally, you can go over to, your local coffee shop and be the barista extraordinaire. Talk to me a little bit. I want to get more on a serious note now. You are so involved in giving back. You work with World Vision. Tell me a little bit about what World Vision does and what you're doing with them.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Of course, they serve children and families all over the world, especially in Africa. They're amazing. They do a really integral approach. Of course, it begins with a kind of a sponsorship program has been the backbone of it, where kids are actually sponsored by people that support them with about $35 a month. But what they do with that money is again a very integral approach to community building, and they'll start, of course, with water if there's a water issue, which
things we take for granted.
Things that we very much take for granted. They'll start there and build communities where really there weren't any, and save lives, many lives. So they've been around for about 50 years, and we just started working with them, or I did, with this current tour that we just finished in the U.S. We're actually going to continue it down in Australia and New Zealand, and we have gotten 85 new children sponsored from that first 2 weeks, so we're off to a heck of a start.
Awesome, great stuff. Let me talk to you a little bit about being kind of a solo artist versus being in a band for 20 years. A feeling of freedom, a feeling of fear. What does that feel like?
Well, it definitely was a stepping into an unknown, because I, been in the same band with the same guys for a long time. But it's very thrilling because I, as a creative person, I think after, doing something as long as I did live that way, inevitably you get into a kind of routine in yourself, and you want to break it out and make sure that you're growing as an artist and as a person. And there's nothing like stepping into the unknown to do that. And but as soon as I started to think that way about a solo career, I got re-inspired about music, and there's a real new sort of urgency and passion in my delivery and in my songwriting that the fans are just loving. So yeah, it's been I feel like I'm at the tip of the iceberg of a really new and exciting phase.
Nice, good feeling. All right, one final question in our 5 and 5. You're here in New Jersey. What do you like the best about New Jersey? I ask a lot of people in the box this. What is your feeling on Jersey? What do you think of Jersey?
Well, number one, of course, and this is not just the politically correct answer, the fans. The fans in New Jersey have always been exceptional in the United States for of course, my work in live, when I was in live, and now with the solo project. So fans, number one, but a close second, cannoli.
I knew you were going to say that. I heard a rumor. You're sort of the cannoli guy.
I'm almost as equally obsessed with cannoli as I am espresso.
I was going to say, what have we learned now? The new barista making cannolis, the next career for the one and only Ed Kowalczyk.
That would be a cool thing. I mean, think about it. Perfect espresso, perfect cannoli. What really do you need? A whole lot more than that. And music.
Oh, yeah.
Well, music first. Sorry, I got off track.
Ed Kowalczyk, thank you so much for being in the box.
Take care, thank you.
Mwah, thank you. Ed Kowalczyk was such a surprise to me. I thought he was going to be like a super serious guy, because that's kind of how he was in live. But a lot of fun. He's got a great solo record out these days too. Definitely check it out. Hey, coming up next week, we sort of get Ed's counterpart in the box. I am talking about Kevin Martin, who used to be in the band Candlebox. Now he leads the Gracious Few, who features former members of Live, Chad, and Patrick. He answers 5 and 5 with me and reveals something quite surprising about himself. Be sure and check it out. For WDHA's Box of Rock, I am Terry Carr. I'll see you tomorrow at 10.